Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about universal law and unseen entities. So I've kind of been picking up on the collective energy. It's not good. There's a reason why, if you follow me on Telegram, I spend most of my time with horses on a farm away from other people. Not that I don't love people, because I do, but I've been feeling this intense fear of deception, of people being deceived by unseen entities. You know, we've been programmed and lied to on this plane by physical things like political leaders, governments, and stuff like that. But there seems to be an intense fear of being deceived of unseen things or unseen entities. So I decided to talk about universal law. The thing about universal law is that, and in my videos it might sound repetitive, but it's because it's a set of energetic principles that all work together. So what is universal law? It's not necessarily like Judge Judy being like, that's not legal, or necessarily like the 10 Commandments, right? There's nothing telling us what to do. It's a set of energetic principles of how source works or how unity consciousness works. So it's based on unity consciousness or Christ consciousness, which is that we are all one from source, and we've kind of decided to incarnate into these cute little bodies and express ourselves in a unique way, but we're still all part of a big energy or a bigger energy called source. So these sayings like you reap what you sow, or what you give comes back, or love thy neighbor as thyself, it is based on Christ consciousness or based on unity consciousness. And it's actually really simple. However, it's been hidden from us in every aspect of this plane. I mean, I wish they taught us this in school, but of course they didn't. So when it comes to connecting to unseen entities, you know, I operate under the principle that there are demonic energies, there are demonic entities, have been demonic ETs, and then there's universal law. You can't have one without the other, right? So we live in a universe here in this density as a universe of polarity. So then there are benevolent entities, benevolent energies, benevolent ETs. So we have both, right? And we are vessels for energy. So we have the ability to connect to positive or connect to negative. Now, the thing about connecting to a negative entity is they hide behind the veil of illusion, and their messages do not hold up to universal law. So often they may present themselves as some sort of an authority figure, or they may make you feel like you're some sort of authority figure or quote unquote important person or more important than other people. That is an entity that is operating under the illusion of ego or the illusion of separation. So you are separate from your brothers and sisters. You are in authority position. So you are quote unquote better than, or we're going to choose you to give this message to the other people or the ones who can't connect or aren't necessarily like you or good enough, right? That is not universal law, because it's not in alignment with Christ consciousness, which is that we are all equal, we are all part of the same energy, we are all part of source, right? So we are all just reflections of a bigger energy. There's no illusion of separation, and there's no illusion of the ego. So these unseen entities will present themselves as authority figures, saints, Jesus Christ, and I'm not saying that these energies don't exist. I'm just saying you have to be careful, because sometimes they'll present themselves that way, right? There's the yin and the yang, there's the negative, there's the positive. We have it all. So another way that negative entities operate is by telling people what to do or justifying violating the rights of another for the good of all. That's a huge cabal program. We see it with the you know what, and negative entities operate the same way. So when you're connecting to an energy, if it starts to tell you what to do, peace out. Like, get the hell out of there. If it starts to give you commands, now it'll work off the illusion of the ego. So it could tell you, you know, you're a super important person on planet Earth, you are the leader of X, Y, and Z, and we're going to command you to do this or that. And you'll think, yeah, I'm doing the right thing because I'm following what I'm told to do. Big mistake. Nobody should be telling you what to do, especially unseen entities. This is how we got into this mess, is the universal law of free will being violated. So the universal law of free will has been violated, and it's the thing about spiritual evolution is we need to know that we have a choice, because that gives us the freedom to make better choices and evolve on our own. So if you're connecting to an unseen entity that is telling you what to do, or making you feel empowered to violate the rights of your brothers or sisters, that is not in alignment with Christ consciousness, which is we are all one, right? The thing about universal law is it's super simple once you understand it, and these negative entities, their messages will not hold up to universal law. So in my experience personally with meditating, it depends on your intention. So your intention is always very important when you're trying to connect to a higher energy. So I always make the intention to connect with myself, my own soul frequency, so I recognize who I am. And then I'm able to discern, is it a positive entity? Is it a negative entity? So being strong within yourself will help first. And the intention to spiritually evolve or grow or become a better person is really what will get you very far in meditation and when you're seeking spiritual guidance. If you're looking for confirmation for your ego, like if you are like, yeah, I want to know, you know, is Becky jealous of me? Is Becky like, you know, plotting against me? If you meditate on that intention, you might get a negative entity that will project that back to you or agree with you. And then you feel empowered to do things that might violate universal law, right? When I'm meditating connected to a higher power, if I'm angry at something, the higher energy will reflect it back to me in a way that I see it's something within me that needs to change, or there's a trigger within me that I need to evolve or that I need to work on. So it's always centered around the person or around the person's consciousness. It's never validated through an external ego projection, if that makes sense. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. What will help with fear? The fear of being deceived is really getting to know yourself, really find, and I sound like a broken record, I know, but really getting to know yourself and really letting go of the ego, the illusion of the ego, the illusion of separation. It's all an illusion, letting go of your identity. If you're looking for an identity through meditation, like I said, you'll get one, because there'll be a negative entity waiting to tell you that, you know, you're the second coming of Christ or whatever. When really that's a limiting belief, because what we are is aspects of source that is unlimited. Unlimited. If you come from a place of universal law or Christ consciousness, you will want to reject all labels because it will put who you are into a box. And you don't want to be, your soul doesn't want to be in a box. The higher self doesn't want to be in a box. It's unlimited. I am that I am that I am. It is infinite, right? And we're all one. So I hope this video helps you guys. Love all you guys. I'll be back.